Okay, I'm going to talk to you about the process of creating layers. As you'll see that there's a list of layers here that on this template that have been created. We're going to create some layers and I'm going to think about layers and plot styles. So in front of you, you should have a table. It's layer and plot style information. So on the layers and plot styles work in conjunction with each other. So the first part of this video is just talking about layers. What you will be doing on your table is you will be filling in each layer and the corresponding color for each layer. That's the first thing you will be doing on the table. Okay, so what we're going to do is go up here to layer properties here, and you'll see this menu falls down, or basically shows up rather. And so what you see here are all the layers that we've just seen on that on the drawing. So each layer has a name and it has a color assigned to it, also line type, line weight, etc. So what we're concerned is with for our table is the name of it and the color. So what we've got to be aware of is that each layer has a different color to it. Okay, some of these are white in that they haven't been assigned a color as yet. So you've got to go back to your table, fill in your layers and fill in the colors. And you'll notice that some of these have names to them and some have numbers. So you've got to fill whatever information there is next to that little box, you've got to put that on your table. Okay, so that's all well and good. Line weight, line types and line weights, this is something that you, at this point, you do not touch at all. It's only in plot styles that you should touch or create rather your line type and your line weight. Over here you'll see plot and you'll see this funny little symbol here. This means that all these layers here are ready to plot. If you click on this here like so, and you'll see a little red symbol, that means that layer is not going to plot. Then also something to be aware of is def points up here. This layer here, it's called def points, and you'll see that there's no symbol next to that at all. This layer does not plot at all. So if you've drawn into this layer, that is not going to plot at all. So down the track, something potentially for you to think about. Okay, so if I'm going to create a new layer, I'm going to come up here to this little symbol up here, and you'll see it's created layer 2. So I'm going to create a layer, I'm going to call it hello, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the color. Oh, we've already got it layer. Well, let's call it welcome instead, and I'm going to come over here to the color, and I'm going to select a color that hasn't been selected before. I'm going to come down here to this nice grey color here. Okay, and you'll see that it has a number next to it. So what I'm going to record is welcome, the welcome layer, and I'm going to record that number 145 on my table. Okay, this is really important at this point in time. Okay, then going to close this off.